This video is made for adult collectors because it's a masterpiece figure. It's made for adult collectors. Diecast. That's the best way to describe this. Lots and lots of diecast. This mofo is heavy as shit. That was my first thought when I picked this thing up. It weighs a fuck ton. Weight aside, this is the first ever masterpiece toy. Not this deco, but the mold itself. And how is it for this day and age? Well, it's solid. Nothing feels brittle, which is a huge step over a lot of modern masterpiece toys. But the design feels a bit old. I mean, it is old, it's 2003, but we have gotten 2 other MP Primes since then, and they've gotten better and better at the proportions and overall look. Yes, I like how MP-44 looks, I just don't think the transformation looks very fun. I will preface this first by saying he comes with some accessories, no clue where they went. He has an axe and a gun and a Megatron that plugs into like his hand and all that, which mine broke by the way, but they've all gone missing. I have absolutely no idea where they went. He also has a matrix, and I have that here. It's there, and it's supposed to light up, but that function's busted on mine. You know, old. It's also pretty difficult to remove, but you can remove it, and it like opens up and stuff. But I think my favorite part about this guy is the pistons. He has them on his elbows that actually work. The elbow ones are super lush. The knees have them as well. Again, they all work, and the ankles, they also work, and they come out way too much in my opinion. They like to pop out, but all of the pistons function and don't get in the way. I actually like that a lot. His proportions are a bit off. It's hard to pinpoint exactly why they feel off. The chest sticks out too much. You can kind of remedy that by bringing the grill forward a little bit, but I don't like how that looks personally. The legs are really long. The arms just feel weird. The feet are small. There's a lot of disproportionate stuff going on here, but it's still really nice to handle. All the paint and color feels extremely durable. This wasn't mine before either. It was used and none of the chrome's chipped off, so that's a huge surprise and a huge plus. He has communicators on his wrists. One has Bumblebee, which makes total sense, and the other has Starscream. Alright then, it's been years since I've seen G1, so I don't know if he ever calls Starscream and be like, hey, you want to go to the movies and watch Black Panther 2, which was actually pretty good. I don't know. The robot also has spring-loaded gimmicks too. There's some in the legs here. When you push the toy down at the ankles, they compress and push the vents on the shins out. That's really cool. I very much like that. You just plonk him down and they immediately flare out. It's really, it's just a nice little bit of movement there that works so fluidly. It's satisfying. While I like the chrome on this guy because it's only used in the necessary spots, I don't really like how it is done on the smokestacks. I think it's because I can see the seam and the application's a bit messy. They're the only part of this toy that would look anything close to a knockoff in the sense of the chrome application. I'm also not a fan of the battle damage because it's very weirdly applied. It just looks strange. Like Hunt for the Decepticons Leader Prime's battle damage, there's no definition to it. It just looks off. I love the head though. Yes, there is teeth behind it. You know, that actually does exist. I can see them behind the mask, which moves as well when you press a button on the back of his head that allows the mouth plate to look like he's talking. Love it. I also adore the way they did the eyes. They aren't light piped, but whatever foil-like material they use to catch the light in there just works so damn well. He doesn't need LEDs or light piping. Hey, Ruby, hey, what do you think? Huh? What do you think? No? You don't like it? Well, it's MP-01. Come on. Ruby. What if I do this? Oh! I didn't mean to do that. Ruby, what do you think? Yes? No? I don't think she likes it very much. Now, the articulation. It sounds creaky for an old toy. I'm just gonna show you. I'm not gonna like step by step through it, but I'll just show you what it sounds like. The ratchets, while there aren't very many surprisingly, they sound really nice, but the rest of the plastic sounds like an old man trying to stand up for the first time in like a few hours. Just listen. Transformation is a lot like MP-10. I was surprised how much MP-10 takes from this. It's kind of clunky in the legs. There are 2 cleverly hidden buttons though in the gas tanks that allow you to compress the legs and extend them. Love that. The way the hands work is neat too, how you pull the panel out and slide them in and tuck them away and close the panel. Tucking the arms into the torso can be a bit of a faff, and getting the matrix in place because of the battery box can get very annoying. But the truck you're left with is big. Like, very big. It's got some wonky proportions still, but I do quite like the style it's got. It feels very retro to me, even though it's only from 2003, which honestly wasn't that long ago. I like the chromed grille, wheels, the tanks on him, the new bumper that gets deployed during transformation looks clean, and again, it's durable because it was used and nothing's broken or chipped, apart from the LEDs, which probably just the bulb burnt out. He does droop a bit because of the weight. The diecast in his legs makes him bow down a lot when you pick him up, so I recommend holding it with 2 hands because you don't want the waist to just sort of collapse on you and break, right? So just 2 hands, be careful. He also has suspension, and the tires are branded in real life. This brand does exist, and they make tires. They still exist, actually, which is really cool. But that's all the truck really does, not much else. There's a seat in the inside, I guess, but that's about it. There is a version that comes with a trailer. There's a trailer hitch on this toy, but this toy didn't come with the trailer. And the trailer does exist. It's very expensive, and no, I'm not buying it because it's absolutely friggin' huge. It can get expensive. I found mine for about 100 Canadian, and I feel like that's a fair price for one of these things complete, but it can get to $200 plus. 100 is worth it, yeah, but anything else would be too much in my opinion. 150 sealed is what I saw these for going for at TFCon. That seems about fair for a sealed one. 100 used, I definitely recommend. And there's plenty of versions out there to choose from. There are many flavors of MP-01. I want to get the Magnus version. That's the one I want the most. I am glad to have this thing, and I ain't getting rid of it anytime soon, so I do recommend picking it up. Just do not overpay for it. But that's my look at MP-01 Masterpiece Optimus. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.